Hey, what's going on, people? My name is Terrell Andretti, and I'm the Narc's nemesis. For those of y'all watching me on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That helps YouTube's algorithm pick up this content and push it out to more people that need it. Somebody liked it for you, so make sure you like it for somebody. If you need a one-on-one phone session, the link is down below in the video description. If you need to vent, if you need to talk, if you need advice custom-made and tailor-fitted to your situation, make sure y'all book a session. I do all states, cities, time zones, and countries, so do not let that deter you from booking a session. The links are in the video description. Also, my email is in the video description if you can't find the link. If you want to donate to the channel, the links are also down below in the video description. I do PayPal, Zelle, and Cash App, and all that good stuff. The links are down below. I would like to thank everybody who has made a donation thus far. You are not obligated to, but if you do feel it on your heart, the links are there, and I appreciate it. My single Superstition is out on all streaming platforms. It is available here on the channel as well throughout the videos. It is about my narcissistic experience and how I overcame it. It also features a voicemail from my ex-narc trying to hoover me, and I ain't going for it. It is also featured in the movie Becky, and it's streaming on Amazon Prime as well, so y'all make sure y'all check that out. Sorry, I had a brain fart for a minute. Also, I need y'all to do me a favor. I need y'all to call 104 KRBE in Houston and request Superstition by Terrell Andretti. The station information and number is in the video description as well. The preferred hours to call is in that 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock Central hour, AM, of course. So if y'all can make it around that time, I get through every day. I normally call around the same time. I call around 8:20 a.m. and I get through. So if y'all can do that at least a couple times a day, I would greatly appreciate it. It would mean a lot, and you will be paying it forward to me for everything that you say I've done for you. I would greatly appreciate it. Anyway, I done talked enough about myself. Let's get down to the topics. This is how the narcissist grooms you. A lot of people wonder how this abuse comes along because you don't see it. By the time you do notice it, you're in too deep. The reason for that is because it happens gradually. It does not happen all at once. It's little bits and pieces of things that happen, and they happen frequently, but it's so small that you don't see it building up and becoming a bigger issue. So the thing is, narcissists have to groom supply. They will start off making it seem like they want you to be yourself and who you are, because a lot of us are strong, and we have good character, we have a capacity, we have a high tolerance, we're outgoing, we're things of these natures. But the thing about these kind of individuals is they make it hard for a narcissist to manipulate. So what has to happen is the narcissist cannot rise up to your level because that is not in their character. What they have to do is bring you down, not only to their level, but below them, so they can feel superior to you. Because narcissists don't like people that stand up for themselves. Narcissists don't like people that speak their mind. Narcissists do not like people that put mirrors in front of them, because that makes it hard for them to narc it up. When you put the mirrors in front of them, when you have that dialogue, that unfavorable dialogue about their behavior, narcissists are the most insecure people walking this earth. So they get angry, they get defensive, they don't want to hear it. They don't respond well to criticism. So what they have to do, it's hard for them to manipulate this kind of person. So what happens is, they have to convince you that you're not this kind of person. They have to convince you that you're not strong, that you're not confident, that you don't have any character, that you don't have any integrity. So what they'll start doing is, when you have a problem, when you have an argument with these individuals, they will explode. They will go to the extreme. Any argument, any misunderstanding, they will go to the extreme. First off, they don't want to face accountability, and also they want you to correlate. Anytime I bring something to this person's attention, they flip the fuck out. They have a temper tantrum. They do the narcissistic rage. They become abusive. They become verbally abusive. They become physically abusive. They become mentally abusive. And it's such an episode. It's such a conversation. It's such an experience. A negative conversation, negative experience, negative dialogue, to where it starts impacting your mental health. It starts impacting your psyche, because you're like, damn, I don't like that person they turn into when I confront them. I don't like that person they turn into when I speak my mind. I don't like that person they turn into when they speak up, when I speak up for myself. You know, so now you become scared to speak up because you don't want them to have another episode like they had last time. Now you could become scared to speak your mind. Now you become scared to have an opinion. Now you become scared to be yourself. Now you become scared to hang out with your friends, because every time you do these things that support your individuality or support you just being a goddamn person with some morals and standards, they freak out. They flip shit. They have these temper tantrums. They're angry. They're abusive. They're cussing you out. They're screaming. They're yelling. And you're correlating with, okay, well, speaking my mind must be wrong, or maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, or maybe, you know, I was too harsh on them, or maybe that doesn't make sense, or maybe this. And don't get me wrong, you can have this dialogue with a regular, sensible individual, but not if they going off screaming, throwing temper tantrums and everything like that. It's okay to reflect when y'all are having a grown conversation, when y'all are having grown dialogue, when y'all are having healthy dialogue, when y'all are having healthy conversation and critique sessions. You can do this. But with a narcissist, like I said, they're going to make it violent, so that they're going to make it so devastating to where you never want to see them act like that again. You never want to experience that, and you almost become scared to be yourself. So now you start speaking up less. Now you start having an opinion less. Now you start not dressing the same. Now it's a problem every time you dress up and you doll up, they freak out, or you get handsome, or whatever the case is. So now you start dressing ordinary. Now you start downplaying your looks. Now you start downplaying your style. Now you start downplaying your voice, to the point where you become mute. And the things that they're doing is totally wrong. Now they lying, they cheating, they stealing, they doing all of this, but you've been trained and you've been groomed and programmed not to say anything out of fear. Fear they might freak out. Fear they might hit you. Fear they might curse you out. Fear they might verbally abuse you. Fear they might leave. So you start operating with them based off of fear, based off of scarcity. And this allows them to have total reign over your life. See, it starts off small situations. You might get into it with them about leaving dishes in the sink, and they freak the fuck out. They have a whole temper tantrum. Now, they don't have to clean the dishes, because you already know if you mention something about it, they're going to freak the fuck out. So now you start cleaning it. They over talking to that coworker at work, or, you know, the coworker at work is texting them at inappropriate hours of the night, or they going out having inappropriate lunches and inappropriate dinners with these individuals, and you speaking on it usually, but they made such a scene last time, now you don't say anything. So now they free to do what they want to. They having the dinners, they're having the affairs, they're having the inappropriate conversations. They are talking to these individuals, sometimes in your face. They will get bold enough. They talking to these individuals in your face, knowing you done told them that you have a problem with this. So now you're quiet. Now you're easy to control. Now you're easy to manipulate. Now you're easy to control. And it starts off with small shit. Then it starts going to shit that's totally against your fucking religion. Now they bringing women in the house. Now they bringing dudes in the house. Now they spending nights at dude's house, spending nights at girl's house. And you totally against this, but you know if you bring it up, it's going to be hell up in Houston if you do. And this is how they disarm you, so they can reign supreme. Anything that you bring to their attention, it starts off cool at first, okay, well, yeah, I'm sorry about doing that or whatever. Some of them will take that criticism in the beginning because they're still trying to read you and they still have benefits that they need to extract out of you. But sooner or later, when you start correcting them, they will lose their shit. I remember my ex-narc, one time we were on the phone. Somebody was calling on the other line, and she was like, hold on, blank, and it wasn't my motherfucking name. And I had to check her on that. I'm like, dude, look, I don't care what you got going on, but don't call me no other dude's name. Now that I know that was done intentionally to get a reaction out of me, to invoke jealousy, to triangulate. And when I brought it to her attention, it was more of a passive go off, like, hey, yeah, I said I'm still healing and I'm still doing this and X, Y, and Z and blah, 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 and you shouldn't be mad, and basically making me feel bad, or trying to make me feel bad about checking her for calling me some other motherfucker's name. So now when they make you question small shit, now you start questioning big shit. Damn, should I speak out? Should I say anything? Because last time I said something, I didn't get the proper response. I'm not being heard. And a lot of times I tell people, when people aren't listening to you, stop talking to them. And it don't mean stop talking to them and stay in the situation. It means stop talking to them and move the fuck on, because they're not trying to hear you. If people aren't trying to hear you, they're not trying to understand you. If you can't understand each other, you're not going to be able to communicate effectively. If you can't communicate effectively, what the fuck do y'all have? So anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. If you need a one-on-one phone session, the link is down below in the video description. If you need to talk, if you need to vent, if you need advice custom made and tailor fitted to your situation, make sure y'all book a session. I do all cities, states, time zones, and countries. Do not let that deter you from booking a session. Also, like I said, my single Superstition is out on all streaming platforms. It's available here on the channel as well. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. It's about my narcissistic experience and how I overcame it. It also features a voicemail from my ex-narc trying to hoover me, and I ain't going for it. It is also featured in the movie Becky, which is streaming on Amazon Prime. So y'all go check that movie out. And also, I need y'all to do me a favor. Call 104 KRBE in Houston, preferably around the 9 o'clock a.m. hour Central Time, and request Superstition by Terrell Andretti. That'll help me out a whole lot. Y'all say I've helped y'all through tough times. I helped y'all, make it through the darkness. I appreciate it, and all I ask is for y'all to do me that favor in return, and it'll be greatly appreciated. But until next time, another day, another way. You ain't got to listen, but I know you heard me.